Bleed black and gold, buff forever. You already know, man. It's your boy, T Green, and I'm back with another one.
With the season opener right around the corner versus North Dakota State Bisons, it's only right we talk about who we see starting. Now, I know we may not have all of the facts, and this is just going by watching well-off media and Reach the People and the pregame show. So we just been, trying to analyze between these little clips of what player personnel is in the game and who's running with the ones, who's running with the twos. And when I say in the game, I'm talking about practice, because we know we are in about 7 or 8 days into fall camp, and right now you got the ones who really finna be running with the ones, and the twos who gonna be with the twos, and then we got the threes and so forth, right? So with that being said, it's kind of important now we kind of discuss, like, all right, who is our starters? Let's go ahead and say these will be our starters, right? And then we're going to have the second team. Now, I'm not going to cover the third and fourth team. I may mention a name or two, because some of these positions, I feel like, man, it could go either way, especially in that running back room. But we got to start off with our quarterback. We know Deion Sanders is going to be the starter. That's kind of a given. We know that. Like, no need to discuss that. But who is what I should say is who is going to be our secondary quarterback? And right now we got to go ahead and give it to Ryan Staub. You know what I mean? I think Ryan Staub is going to be that dude. I know Destin Wade and Walter Taylor, they out there doing their thing, but Ryan Staub is really, really, running with the second team. So my opinion, of course, Deion Sanders and then Ryan Staub. If God forbid anything, I ain't gonna even say that. I'm just gonna say if we blowing somebody out, we just blowing somebody out, then I do see Ryan Staub coming in the game. So who is going to be hiking that ball to Ryan Staub or to Deion Sanders? And right now, it looking like Hank Zilinskas, he got that position on lock right now. Big dog Hank is holding it down at that center position. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Hank is really that dude. Now, I do like Yakiri Walker, you know what I mean? And I do see Yakiri being, at that secondary center position, you know what I mean? Like, he gonna come in the game if needed. But I do feel Hank is gonna be our starter, and that's no offense to Yakiri, because Yakiri is a dog. I mean, if you want to be truthful, I think, and it's just me speaking, Hank and Yakiri is almost the same. Hank got a little more oomph, it seemed like Hank got a little more dog in him. And I could be wrong because, again, we're only going by these micro clips, y'all. So I can't really say what really goes on in practice. We're only going by what our eyes see. And I think Hank got that little bit of edge, but Yakiri is right there. And then, of course, if those two guys not available, Cash Cleveland, that is, he been running with the third team. So who is going to be on the left and right-hand side of Hank? You know what I mean? At that left guard position, we got to go ahead and give it to Tyler Brown, y'all. Tyler Brown, we already know the history on him. I mean, he has been doing this thing, and they saying he is one of the strongest linemen on the team right now. So big dog Tyler, I think he gonna hold it down at that left guard position, and then behind him we got Kareem, Harden, and then followed by Zack, Owens. At that third the third depth. But I like Tyler a lot at that left guard. I really do. And then on the right guard, of course, we got Justin Myers. I mean, hey, needless to say, we got Justin ahead of that. And then behind Justin at that right guard, Tyler Johnson. Big dog Tyler. I like Tyler a lot, so between Justin and Tyler, man, I don't foresee us having no problem at that right guard position, and even at the left guard position, because we got Kareem Harden as the backup behind Tyler Brown. So those two positions, I feel confident on. And then at the tight end position, not to skip over our right and left tackle, but that tight end position, it's still up in the air to me, man. But I've seen Sam Hart, looking at my notes, running with the ones, and then Sav'ell Smalls running with the twos, but that could go either way. And then we still have Morgan Pearson at depth number 3, and Antonio too at depth number 4. But at the end of the day, I do see Sam holding down that position for now. We do got some big 2025 recruits coming in, but at the end of the day, I like Sam and I like Sav'ell Smalls, I should say. But with that being said, like I said, that could go either way. Now, going on that right tackle position, Kahlil, Benson, can I say more? I mean, come on. Kahlil, however you pronounce his name, I think Big Dog Benson gonna hold it down, man. And that's a fact. He's a leader, and he's pretty much the leader of the offensive line, in my opinion. And then behind him, we got Wyatt, Hummel, and then Ethan Boyd. But like I say, man, Kahlil should be him. It should be no reason why Kahlil is not in the game at all times, which we know that's a no-brainer. And then we got Wyatt as his backup. And I like Wyatt. Wyatt is tough from what I'm seeing on film, especially on the pregame show. We get to see a little bit more of the offensive line up close, And Bucky show us some views, but we really get to see how these guys really gelling together. And then on that left tackle, which is probably the most important position to me on the offensive line, because when I played football, high school and college, you take great honor in that left tackle because you protecting the blind spot of the blind side of the quarterback, I should say. So with that being said, Jordan Seaton gonna hold that down. That's a fact. That was our number 1 recruit, and he has been having a tremendous week. You heard Coach give him praise on that. Bruh done changed his diet, going to like an all fish type diet. He really locked in, man. Jordan is really him. And then behind him, I like Phillip Houston. You got to give it to Phillip. Phillip is a dog too, so if anything was to happen, our secondary lineman could be our first team. You know what I mean? If something happened, we're not worried about our depth not being there, because even after Phillip on that left tackle, we got Payton Kirkland. So, Payton Kirkland at that left tackle, Zack Owens at that left guard at the 3rd string, and Cash Cleveland at center. I'm not worried at all. Then we got Ethan Boyd on the right tackle, you know what I mean? Morgan Pearson at the tight end. And then, of course, if we need a 3rd string quarterback to come in the game, Daston Wade or Walter Taylor could hold it down. Those two have been doing their thing. And, this is what I'm seeing, you know what I mean? Now, let's speak on that running back position right now. We got Charlie Orfindale holding it down. Coach Prime has been screaming his name left and right, as he should, because Charlie is somebody who really deserve his position. Like, all jokes aside, like Charlie been doing his thing. And with that being said, I like him running with the number 1s right now. You know what I mean? But you got to give it to Dalen Hayden too as well. Dalen Hayden is running that ball. This is going to be a hard decision to see who really, I don't think we'll know who really going to be running with the 1s until about week and a half, 2 weeks. Because Charlie is running with the 1s, and I think he's going to be running with the 1s. But at the end of the day, Isaiah Augustoff been running that ball too as well. And Mikell Welch. Freshman Mikell Welch is him, y'all. I know I keep preaching on him, but dude is really showing up and showing out. His burst of speed at that next level is sick. Like, once he go to high stepping and chopping up through there, man, he that's gonna be a sight that I like to see. But Charlie's been running that ball hard in practice, y'all. Charlie is giving it full speed every play, so I like it. And Dalen, man, I mean, this is gonna be a hard choice between these 4. You got to throw Mikell Welch in there too, and Isaiah Augustoff. I mean, these guys is really running the ball, but Charlie holding it down. So for right now, we're gonna say Charlie is the starter. We're gonna say Dalen Hayden is gonna be our secondary running back. And who knows, we may see both of them in the game depending on how this offensive package show up underneath the leadership of our new offensive coordinator. I won't even say he's new. He's been around, coming into the second half of the season. So with that being said, you know, let's just keep it with Charlie and Dalen at number 2, and then we'll see how the cards may lay. Now, speaking on these wide receivers, man, you know, at that X position, got to go to Will Sheppard. You know, Will Sheppard is out there balling right now. He doing his thing. And then Omarion gonna be his backup. But I got big hopes for Omarion Miller, man, because I see Omarion doing big things. And can he run with the first team? I think he can, and he deserves to run with the first team. But with that being said, Will is that dude. You know what I mean? So that's a good battle at that X position, and at the Z position, we already know who's gonna be holding that down. Travis Hunter, man. So when Travis is not in the game, behind him probably gonna be Terrell Timmons Jr. You know what I mean? From the looks of it, like we seeing him a lot with the tools at that Z position. And then at the Y, you know, another little speedster here, Jimmy Horn Jr., of course, you know. And Jimmy, like I said, I see Jimmy having a big year. You know, it's due. It's due. It really is. And then behind him, we got Cordale Russell running with that second team. Now, you know, normally I don't speak on the third team action like that, but since we've been calling at the offensive lineman, we might as well go ahead and throw in Drelon Miller at that wide position, you know, running with the third team. Drelon has been stepping up to the plate, you know, so with these guys, I think a lot of movement gonna be, you know, moving guys around, because who knows, Travis may be on defense more this season. You know, we say that he's gonna play both ways, and we do like to see Travis on that offensive side, but who knows? You know what I mean? Or it may be a split 50-50. I mean, coach already said he gonna try to have Travis in on every play. So with that being said, who's gonna run that F position at that wide receiver? And we got to give it to LaJohntay Wester, man. LaJohntay Wester has been showing up and showing out in practice. Man, this man here is catching everything coming his way, even low balls. He's just, you know, catching all those crazy passes. And we already seen this on film. LaJohntay as a leader, and a leader as he should be, you know. With that being said, after LaJohntay Wester, I gotta give it to my dog Khalid. I've been preaching on Khalid for a long time, and I've been saying this, and I'm gonna say it again. Khalid Mathis is a precise route runner. I'm happy he getting his shine on. So I like him at, you know, being the backup to LaJohntay Wester. And then probably, you know, behind Kaleb, we got Mikell. You know, that's a nice look too. Those three guys, that F position at that wide receiver, because I mean, LaJohntay Wester is a beast, and Jimmy Horn is another beast, and then big dog Travis, should I say Mo? And then we got Will Sheppard. Who is gonna stop those dudes? Think about it. And we have a line blocking for Deion Sanders. I mean, boy, these guys finna rack up some yards. So that's who I see, you know, starting. I could be wrong. Y'all get down in the comment section and let me know who y'all like to see starting. You know what I mean? Because we only going by what we saw from springtime all the way up to this first week and a half of fall practice. So, you know, anything can go. We just got to keep our eyes and ears open like we always do, because you already know the motto.
You already know the motto, man. Another day above ground is what? Truly a blessing. Like, share, subscribe, tune in with your boy, you know, T Green, and I'm going to be right back with another one.